The Table is Yours podcast contains content that may not be suitable for some audiences, such as themes of violence, swearing, sexual language, alcohol, and death. We advise you to check the episode description for any other specific content warnings. Please, if any sequences or episodes are ever triggering or uncomfortable in any way, we ask you to take a pause from the episode or skip it entirely. It is important that our table is a safe space for everyone, including you.
The Table is Yours podcast is a role-playing adventure show where a bunch of friends around a table, and through video call, play tabletop role-playing games like Dungeons & Dragons. Together, we hope to bring the joy and fun of our game to you, wherever you are, as if you're a part of our table. For when you're sitting, creating, and playing with us, the table is yours.
Hello, and welcome back to The Table is Yours, a role-playing adventure where a group of friends plays Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. We make a story. Yay! As usual, I am your DM, Con Riley, and let's go around and just recap who our people are. We have...
I am Lexi May. I play one or Connie, the mythic bitch.
I'm Andrew, and I play Wash.
I'm Sydney, and I play Codex. I'm just happy to be here.
I'm Vic, and I play the little rat boy Terrance.
I'm Heather Alexandria Lore, and I play Shay Erebos. She will try to take her pants off.
Nice.
Promise?
I'm writing it down, taking notes. Taking notes.
Promise.
With that, let's get started. The table is yours.
What story shall be sung today? One can never know how the melody might sound. Our adventurers have already begun to pluck the strings of their story, and their combined composition is unfolding like a road before us.
So my colleague Wash, the annoying bunny girl Codex, and myself, you can call me one, headed towards a tavern known as the June Box. When walking in, we met up with mine and Wash's contact, Carlisle Montgomery, or Darian, as I know them, who somehow was already sitting at the bar with that irritating shadow elf, Shay. We informed Darian of what happened at the graduation. They asked all of us, including Codex, to follow them down below to Merkside, specifically the Echochamber, where myself, Darian, and Wash are from. Once down, we go to the Lost and Found, our base of operation. Even though she's not a colleague of ours, Shay is somehow very familiar with our territory. I went with Darian to our room where I gave them the green serum I got from one of Vorano's goons. The neon hue of the serum tipped them off that Vorano must be stealing from Big T, Darian's boss. They sent myself, Wash, Shay, and Codex to go to Vorano's warehouse to figure out how he's producing the serum. What we find there, rather than a full factory making these serums, is one human, a ratty urchin named Terrance Astonis. Shay snuck into the warehouse where she talked with Terrance on how to escape, since he basically was only working for Vorano to save his skin. Our planning was interrupted by a giant Terrance busting through the warehouse doors, followed by Vorano's goons. We chased Terrance back up to Sunnyside, where the four of us threw the goons off our scent and pinned the massive Terrance to the ground. Terrance shrank to normal size, so we snuck him back down to Lost and Found, where Darian paid us handsomely, before proposing that the five of us band together under Darian's patronage to uncover what the hell's Vorano is up to. This is going to end poorly.
Let us start with one going down to the tap room of the Lost and Found after leaving Darian to go speak with Terrance.
So the first thing before I get down, I'm probably going to split the gold up into 4 pouches. It is not even. I'm letting that be known right away.
What are the numbers?
50 for Codex, 20 for Shay, 20 for one, and 110 for...
20 for Shay?
120 for Shay,
Oh.
120 for one, and 110 for Wash.
Okay. Noted. So you find yourself back in Lost Found. You guys were probably waiting for, like, at most, Codex, Shay, and Wash, probably, like, 10 minutes. Not very long.
Yeah, I walk down and I toss to Shay and Wash their pouches, and I kind of look at Codex, and I hold up a pouch, and I say, I wasn't going to give you anything, but I want to give you something so you remember that if you ever go back up to the Nermont Society, you do have dirty money now. And I toss you the pouch.
She catches it. She's like, okay, I don't work for them. I never directly worked for them. I don't work for the mail service anymore. I just want that to be clear. Like, I'm technically like a free agent now. And then she like opens the pouch. She's like, you can see like the like shock on her face. And she's like, holy shit! And she like shoves it in her belt.
I'll give you that as your first time payment. Next time it'll be higher.
Okay, because it's skill based, right?
Right. And I really didn't get to see your skills this time.
Yeah, we did spend a lot of time trying to come up with a plan on how to get you guys up through a window with the rope.
That's true. And eating pastries, which were actually delicious.
But good to know you don't work for them. And I sit down.
Do you not like the Nermont Society, or?
So it's like you just see like the armor kind of like shaking the head up and down, like I'm like.
Nuts and bolts.
Yeah.
It's actually just her brain rattling.
Her brain rattle like that.
It's definitely like a sigh. Codex, what do I do for a living?
I don't really know. I've only known you for like a couple of hours. Do you want me to like...
What do you
tell
infer,
you
Codex?
Some kind of crime?
Yeah, so why would I not like the Nermont Society? The government society.
Well, yeah, but like, I don't know. I feel like I technically am like not a criminal, but it's not like I don't like any of you guys. You know what I mean? Like...
Codex,
I get it.
Codex,
I get it. No.
Codex, you did just get paid for a crime. You are now a criminal.
Oh my god, you're right. Do you know if can they trace this kind of money? Is that like a thing that am I gonna have to clean the money if I want to spend it, say like on, I don't know, like school stuff? Are people gonna know?
Just don't put it on your taxes. In fact, just don't do your taxes.
Oh, I don't. Well, yeah, okay.
Forgot taxes were a thing, really.
Do you guys not pay your taxes at all?
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, this is not really new. I just like, listen, this is a lot of money, and I'm not going to be able to spend, and like I'm doing this for a reason. So, but like so can I spend this on the top side of the egg or not? Like, is that
Yes.
Yes, you can. It is still gold.
okay? But like, there's not like secret stuff that like people like hold
Actually,
the points up
in
to, like, a
fact,
certain
there is
spell.
magical residue from this side that makes it completely traceable by every merchant on the top side. If you spend it, they will kill you on the spot.
She like stares at you like she's processing everything you just said and trying to figure out what part of what you said is the truth. So I could pay tuition with this and not get killed immediately, right?
Yes.
What about
Piece
like
of
okay?
cheese.
Why are you paying tuition?
Wash and Shay, during this conversation, just to quick interrupt and then you guys can continue, can Wash and Shay specifically make perception checks, please? And thank you.
Got it. Oh no. 6.
6 for Shay.
Yeah.
7. 7 for what? You guys are like, this conversation is so interesting. You're like, this conversation is everything to me.
I'm focusing on nothing else.
Shay and Wash, what are your passive perceptions?
12.
12.
14.
Noted for Shay. Codex and 1. What are your
13.
13.
10.
Okay.
A perceptive bunch, I see.
Noted.
Yeah.
What's that math again?
It's 10 plus
Hey,
your
mine's almost 15.
10 plus your perception.
I actually meant to ask: are we using proficiency bonus in passive perception or not? Because there's 2 ways you can do it.
Do you mean like if you have perception as a skill you're proficient in? If you have it, if you're proficient in perception, it's 10 plus whatever that modifier is next to your little perception skill. So like it's like what is it? What's your proficiency bonus now? +2.
+2.
Yeah.
So like if you have like
Then
5
I lied,
wisdom,
my perception.
if you have like 5 wisdom or +5 wisdom, then that's +7 perception. You'd have a 17 passive perception.
But we are adding our proficiency bonus if we are
If you're proficient in it, yeah.
proficient.
Otherwise, it's
Cool.
just,
Okay,
it's
so
just
mine-
10 plus wisdom.
So mine is 12 then.
Okay,
instead of 10.
yeah. It's 10 plus wisdom, unless you're proficient, then it's 10 plus whatever your perception bonus is, which is obviously wisdom plus proficiency. Math. Noted. Shay will be the only person that notices this, but I will interrupt you in a second.
So, I mean, I'm paying. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna worry about it.
Don't worry. Why are you worried about me paying tuition?
Because there's no schools down here.
Well, I don't live down here.
Sorry.
Was that a realization that there's no schools in the world that you
No,
There's plenty of them.
Here's a question for the group. Other than Terrance, who's not there, do you guys know what Vorano is supposed to look like?
You said that we know that he's blue and bald.
Blue and bald, yeah.
Yeah, that's all I got.
But Shay and Codex, nothing's been described yet. Yep.
Nope.
Yeah, absolutely no idea. Who that is.
Yours, yes.
Yeah, no. Pass. Well, while this conversation is going on, Shay, you watch as the doors open to the lost and found, and you watch as like these 2 large, huskier men kind of walk in with right behind this, a little bit shorter than them, but he's tall. He's probably like 6 foot. Very, not regally, but like very expensively dressed. Blue Vidal. You know what a Vidalcan is? So like Vidalcan-looking person with white eyes kind of walk in and march right up to the bar. And everyone else, except for this conversation between Codex and one that everyone's pretty involved with, at this, or at least enticed with, everyone else kind of like, there's a hush that falls. And walks right up to the bar, seemingly awaiting Big T.
I just have a question.
Yeah.
What is a Vodalkin? Like, what is that race?
So a Vidalcan, basically from I think it's Ravnica. The Ravnica book is the best way I can describe them is they're like shit. What the fuck is what is Spock? No, not
The Vulcan?
starts with a V. What is it?
Yeah, Vulcan.
Vulcan?
Yeah, they're kind of like Vulcans. They're supposed to be very like neutral, stated, like not very like driven by emotions. Like emotions basically not a thing. Very intelligent. That's basically kind of what Vulcan is. But they're just the blue. It's a blue man group.
Do they have
if
cool
Spock
eyebrows?
and the blue man group fucked?
Hot.
Hot.
Writing that fic now.
Right now.
I'm on AO3.
But I'm
Time on
almost
AO3.
100% sure that's what it is. I could be a little wrong, but that's at least kind of what I'm doing.
I just didn't know if it was like what the race entailed. I just knew the name.
They're humanoid. I mean, the humanoid race that's like hairless, blue, and usually they have like actual irises and such. Where Vorano, it might be like milky white eyes, but they're kind of just like all white, almost like he's missing the sclera, the pupil, all of that. It's just, or no, not sorry, like it's only the sclera.
Yeah.
He's missing the irises and the pupil.
Yes.
So you watch that person kind of like walk in, a hush falls, and they walk to the bar as this conversation is still going on. Shay.
And not to interrupt you two in this fascinating school discussion, does that man mean anything to you?
Watching one, as you turn, you do see a blue-headed person. Maybe they're a motherfucker, like Darian says. Who knows?
That motherfucker with a hat.
I mean, he's blue.
Does he look like a bitch?
Kind of, yes, really.
T.
It just seems everyone else is a little scared of him.
T. We need to speak. And you're like, I'm coming. Like moves the door open as Big T kind of walks out and just rolls his eyes. Vorano, what can I do you for? And they start to have like this little conversation that Vorano kind of is like, Darian wouldn't happen to be here, would they? Roll a perception, 1 and wash.
I got an 8.
Me too.
Okay, yeah. Probably actually Shay will pick it up because that's the next person that Big T knows. Sorry, you're just not as good as Shay. Sorry, one day maybe. No, but Big T kind of like glances over at the armor-clad person that is, or like almost cyberpunk armor-clad person that is One and Wash, and none of them are really. They're probably like both like talking to each other, looking at Vorano, and then Big T just kind of like darts his eyes pretty quickly at you, which is like a knowing glance of like. I don't know, this is not good. As they kind of continue. And Big T's kind of just like throwing Vorano through a loop. I won't go into the entire conversation, but it's something of an important note, so I'm not going to go back and forth with myself for like 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. But they're talking, and Vorano's kind of just more like, something was taken from me. Oh, taken? Like, what? None of your business. Oh, well then why are you walking into my actual physical business to figure that out? And it's kind of this banter back and forth between the two.
So Shay, I feel like during this entire school conversation, she just like has the habit of like flicking a dagger in her hand, just like spinning it constantly. So as soon as Big T's eyes meet her, she like glances back at Codex and One, who are still enraptured. Just gets up and like slams the dagger in the bar and goes, "Tea, darling. Drink, perhaps?"
Yeah. What would you like to drink?
Oh, you know, one of your classic house specials. Anything you recommend in particular?
Oh, I might have to look in the back. Sorry, Vorano. He did come into a time when I'm quite busy. I mean, just look at the clientele, and it's kind of like crickets chirp. Anyway, I'll be right back with the house special. Vorano like kind of turns around and looks at you, Shay, and again, cold white, dead eyes. And just like, he's just staring at you.
Can I help you?
Kind of like fully turns his body and then walks over. By this point, I'm sure one of you have stopped the school conversation, like, shh, like, as he approaches, and he kind of leaves his men like start following, he kind of like puts his hand up and they just stop. You must be the Shadow Kai I've heard about.
Oh, does my reputation precede me?
That's yet to be determined.
And what, pray tell, have you heard?
Well, I hear, I wish biblically was a word in this. What could be like biblically but here? Like in this world?
Well, it depends on what your
Necronomicon
scriptures are.
There we go.
If he doesn't have irises, do you know if he's looking at her boobs or not?
I feel like
You're asking the wrong but right questions.
Correct.
Oh my
You
God.
can just kind of sense it.
I mean, there's like a glow to like the center.
Oh, prophetic?
Oh, prophetically.
Ooh,
I love
that's good.
that.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you.
Thank you, Thesaurus. Thank you.
There's another one, and I could not tell
Say
you
it.
how to pronounce it. Oh, ecclesiastical. Yeah.
Ecclesiastically.
Yeah, no.
Well, I've heard through the winds, you know, one of the leaders of... Then he stops, looks to the other three around. The leader of the Needles, prophetically.
Oh, you do have good sources. I thought they were a little bit better at holding their tongues, but clearly not.
I heard over there it's eyes.
You've learned well. Tell me, have you visited my slight home little pocket?
Shay Erebos, I think we are both aptly aware that there is no other pocket other than the Echochamber that we know of.
True enough. Can I help you in any way, sir?
I'm missing a employee. Do you happen to know where he is?
I would need a description before I would know.
You kind of see like this little face twitch, like he said something wrong, and not wrong in like a I didn't mean to say that. More of like a I said something that I could have used to out my suspicion, but I fucked up. Human, sallow skin, sunken eyes. Seems like someone that would be your type.
I don't know, that sounds like many humans I've seen. Not very specific.
Answers to the name of Terrance.
Doesn't ring a bell. Where might I find them?
Roll deception at advantage. Got it. I will not use the Codex dice. I'll use my Shade dice.
Why would you use Codex dice to roll against?
Because I like being evil.
It's the Danganronpa dice.
You bitch!
I don't want you to see this.
I got a 22.
I know, I'm like, it's motion. I'm like, motion.
You say 22?
22?
He kind of like cocks his head, turns around, smiles, and then, or like turns his head to his men, and turns back, smiles at you with this very large, toothy grin. They're very like perfect teeth, aligned like.
Creepy.
Yeah, it's unsettling. So what was the pretense for you coming back to the Echochamber, Shay?
Honestly, I just missed home. I wanted to visit Rita for a bit, you know. Good times and all. And then I needed a good stiff drink, and Big T always offers the best.
He doesn't have alcohol back there, I'm not an idiot.
Some things are tastier than alcohol, I hear.
His like mouth is kind of like agape for a second, and then kind of like closes into this like little smile. I'll be back. I just thought this would be the first place to look in the stomping ground. I did hear there was a mishap at the staircase back to Sunnyside.
Oh, yeah, I'd heard of that as well. Not quite sure, you know, sometimes just people cause trouble down here and have to be taken care of.
Wouldn't want a whole gorilla on the loose.
True enough. I'll let you know if I hear anything. Is there somewhere I can find you?
Yes, there is. You can find me past the black lights in a little warehouse. Lots of shade there. I know how much you like to bathe in it. And he kind of just turns and walks out. Ooh, that was sexy.
That was sexy. I hope she's keeping it so cool.
So cool, so cool. I go back to the table after I make sure that they're very, very
the other guys kind of like go behind him at a point and walk out with him, and then T kind of like, why couldn't you come out?
You can come out as long as you have a nice drink for me.
I have a bunch stored right here. Kind of puts one down on you. Also, I just want everyone to know. Kind of announces it to the tap room. I'm not scared of Vorano. However, I don't want no trouble. Not yet. Goresh, do not let him enter again. And Goresh goes, okay. Kind of just walks over to the tip room.
Love the dynamic.
Now I was using my ears and a glass cup to kind of listen. Was that he's looking for Terrance?
Sounded like it.
Wash, go to your girlfriend and tell him to get Terrance out of my fucking place.
Wash nods and heads up.
Who was that
Merriment,
guy?
enjoyment, drink. Like it goes back behind the wall and closes it. All right. So do you want to go up to Rita?
Yeah.
All right. She's probably like if you go. What is it? This is the 4th floor, or is it
Third
floor? Third floor. Third floor. Yeah, you go to the 3rd floor, which is again the very like velvet-lined walled hall, where at the very back at the end is where Rita's office is. If you would like to knock and go in.
He'll knock twice and then immediately open.
Hello, Wash.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, it's fine, I guess. Figuring things out. Unsure of what I'm supposed to do with a whole room occupied to a man of that stature.
Couldn't you just give him my closet?
I guess so, but Derry and I have shared a mutual interest in the endeavor I see he's putting you in.
Oh yeah, Big T sent me up to let you know Vorano stopped by looking for him.
Why would Big T send you up here to tell me that Vorano was looking... Oh, for
For Terrance, yeah.
I mean, that's expected, isn't it?
It's expected, but it seems like he already knows where he might be. He also doesn't want Terrance to stay here.
Immediately kicking him out.
Yeah.
Does Darian know?
Probably not yet.
Follow me, statue boy. She kind of stands up, kind of like puts all her like notes together, and then walks out of the room. And she walks up to room 5. Walks in. Darian's kind of sitting there alone at like this kind of like desk Darian has in their room, where you've seen a couple times they'll put either trinkets of like mission successful in this drawer and a bunch of scrawled notes. Yes.
Big T wants Terrance out
Now.
right now.
Why?
Because Vorano's looking for him.
And Vorano knows that he's here. This is going to be a day I'm going to try not to freak out. Did one give you your payment, at least?
Yeah.
Did she stiff Shay?
I don't think that, more like Codex.
That's fine. Okay. Well, then, you're not safe in the Echochamber with Terrance, and Terrance can't be here.
We got some other place to put him.
Rita kind of looks, I couldn't think of anyone down here. It's fine. I'll just kind of like does the same thing, puts their the palms of their hands like on their face, and then pulls back as they go into Carlisle. I'll find somewhere upstairs. We'll just have to go to the June box again. I have a couple people I have to talk to. So that means you're gonna have to be Sunnyside for a bit.
Great.
Good. Grab the child. I'll go back down to everybody else.
When you say child, you mean...
The little boy who looks like he's been drenched in sewage.
Okay, I couldn't tell if you thought you were talking about one.
See, that doesn't hurt my feelings. You gotta say that in front of her. Notice you didn't.
I mean, if you want, I'll go say it now.
I don't wash. He kind of like traces your face, and Rita's like, Rita kind of gives his face like, what the?
Oh, watch,
Hey.
Rita in a second.
You insulting one doesn't make me feel any type of way. But I'm sure it'd make her feel some type of way. Go do with Black.
All right, we'll do.
Grab the kid.
Wash heads off.
All right. Probably Rita walks off to her room and kind of just like winks, blows you a kiss, and then goes back to her room. And then Darian heads down the fantasy elevator as you go to room 8.
Your watch doesn't knock. Just opens the door.
I'm naked!
Oh, no, he's definitely not naked, but he's like, if there's like a nice bed in there, he's like...
Is he in a frilly bathrobe?
he's full Hefner.
Oh, I was gonna say, Ferris Bueller.
I was thinking Ferris
Oh,
Bueller.
yeah. Same thing.
Nope.
Yep.
Yeah, what's the difference? You have no Ferris Bueller.
I don't know, but
Very
he's got like the
similar.
big bathrobe, and like he's in this like very like pillowy bed, and he's sitting there, and he's still like writing stuff, but he looks very comfortable.
Yeah, sorry, kid. We gotta find you another place.
I just got comfortable.
Well, you keep the robe.
What if I start selling my body?
There's a how to whore pamphlet.
That's what he's writing.
I know it's sex worker, but it just doesn't rhyme. It doesn't sound as nice as how to whore. How to whore for the drought in the Echochamber.
I'm not entirely sure that'll be lucrative for.
Damn, Wash! Damn, Wash!
Roll a d10 of psychic
Wash is coming
damage.
after everybody today.
Yeah, it's like. He's like,
Listen, pack your shit. We're going up.
I'm going up. Like, we need to make it.
It's been like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. maybe?
We just got here. I just got comfortable. We just came from upstairs. Now we're going back.
Yeah.
Why? What happened?
Seems like your old boss is in the area. He's looking for you, and he found here.
Great. Keep in the bathroom, and I'm gonna gather my things, and I
This is
leave
mine now.
still wearing the bathroom. I don't take it off.
Nice. All right, so you guys kind of come down to a point where into the tap room. Carlisle probably literally Carlisle for the other three of you, one Shay and Codex walks down and goes to the bar. If anybody goes up to sit next to Carlisle go sit back down. Like probably one goes and just stop, sit down. You're gonna wait. Good girl. And then once you two come down and go to the table, Carlisle will come back and say, "Okay, everybody, field trip again. We're going back up. I know you just were up and down and all around, but we gotta go back up."
Why?
Because I said so. That's why.
Because Vorano was just...
Because I said so. You're going to keep your pretty little mouth shut.
Okay.
Is Vorano a big deal? Or...
Fine.
Am I
I'm
allowed
fine.
to-
I'm fine. Okay.
You don't have to answer the question.
No, I'm
you
gonna
want to.
answer
I
because you're gonna have to learn anyway. You already got blood money, so.
Yeah.
In each pocket, there are de facto leaders. In the Echochamber, this one, under Precinct 3, they're not connected, I'm just saying it. There are 3 leaders. That does not mean in Precinct 12 there are 12. Yeah, take notes. Yeah.
Yeah. She opens up a little notebook and is taking notes.
The 3 in this Echochamber, the 3 in this pocket are as follows: Big T, Vorano, and some aristocratic bitch named Lady Rava.
Does she also do drug stuff, or is it all just different?
Oh, no, she's a classy type. She doesn't like to get her hands dirty and her feet wet.
What does that?
What does that mean? It means she doesn't like to
I'm
get her
good.
hands dirty and feet wet. She doesn't like to jump in to do it. She likes to get her own people to do it. People. Quote, unquote. She doesn't live in the echo chamber. She's not dirty like your new friends.
Why'd you point to me first?
You're dirty.
I just anyway.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that makes sense because she's the boss, so she doesn't.
Oh, she's not the boss. She's a boss, and
Yeah.
not really much of that, especially after a couple ventures. As Carlisle looks over to one and then smiles and then looks back.
Coda's openly follows the look, just stares at one, and looks back at you.
You look at one's looking right at you.
Okay.
So, everyone got their payment, 100 gold each.
The second you say that, I'm like...
Yes,
We're supposed to get
sure.
100 gold?
Sliding scale.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're the boss, right?
Her?
Yeah.
No.
Well,
Not
she
the
handed out the
same.
money.
She has enough money. Wow, you really did
She-
go from rags to riches with this one, didn't you? No. There is no boss of this. You are not. You are 5 people who are being employed to help with one little thing. You can also do other things. I am not necessarily your boss. You are working together to get gold from me and Big T. That does not make me necessarily your boss. I don't want that responsibility. It's not mine. And also, you seem like a group that have eclectic taste. What? Oh, you have a question?
Yeah. Would you want me to roll something to assume that I'm talking to the same person I was just talking to? Because I've seen Carlisle, I've seen the
roll-
lady, and I've also...
Roll a insight check.
Oh, come on.
Wow, we are rolling horribly.
That's not even my... 6?
There's not even similar mannerisms.
I know, but I saw
I mean,
I
they're-
saw them
like-
actively turn into somebody else, and he's saying the same things to me that we were saying, pretty much talking
You
about.
can
in that
infer
room.
whatever you like.
Okay,
No,
I'll keep it to myself.
yeah, your rolls doesn't mean you can't know you can't infer these things. You can
I
infer
just don't know
whatever.
if they're right.
Yeah, you just don't. I can't tell you for sure.
Yeah.
You know, it's like when you roll a 3 in stealth. I'm like, you feel sneaky. You're not. But you feel sneaky, or you could be, because maybe it's a room full of 8,000 babies. They won't notice you. If you get a 3, they will not notice you.
None of the 8,000 babies will notice me.
Except the one.
They're babies. Let them sleep.
Hungry. But yeah, no. Infer whatever you lack.
He says that out loud.
Right.
You infer whatever you lack. What's that
Thank
song? I know it's not.
No, we're gonna let
Lawyers?
Cease and desist.
It was less than 7 seconds. You're good.
Yeah, we got sued, so we do have to cut a player, Vic. Sorry.
Oh, damn it. I knew this day would come.
Yeah, so it's up to you. What do you want to infer? What do you think Terrance would think? So, yeah, I don't want to be your boss, per se. I don't like that title. It gives us this gives this little cheeky look to one. Not in this context, at least.
See, I thought the gray one was our boss. You guys met the gray one? He's the one. They're the one that gave
The
you
gray
money.
one?
Yeah, the gray one.
Yeah, that's him.
Shay, I just realized I never actually introduced myself to you.
That makes sense.
You did not. I've only seen snippets, darling.
Well, we met a lot in the June box, and this is usually my June box persona. And kind of does the same thing from the chin and back, and then shows Darian. My name is Darian, officially.
Well met. Finally.
I think we know each other well enough. I just like to change it up every so often.
This makes so much more sense. That's what I thought.
Right.
Yeah.
Though Darian is only known down here. That is what I'll say. Especially above, there isn't a Darian. And I'd like to keep it that way, otherwise I will kill you. Well, I'll get someone to. Or I could do it. But when I go upstairs, kind of does that whoosh. Carlisle's usually the one that I stick with in the third. But, yeah. I would tell you how you can tell which one's me whenever you see me, because I could be anybody. It's in the change in his nature. Which is my race, if you don't know that.
I put those pieces together.
Yeah, thought you might. We got tells. I won't tell you what it is. Get that? But, you can try to figure it out if you wish, but it's hard to see.
Oh, darling, I think I already did. But I'll see you around.
Yeah. Well, so...
Yeah.
I feel like I'm missing something here.
Is this sexual tension?
I'm daring it? No, there's no way.
No. Is one of your tells that you don't like answering questions? Is that just like...
The tell's physical.
Yeah, that's it.
Here's what I'll say. You watch the, like, their left eye kind of, or his Carlisle, his left eye kind of like, it's like very chestnut brown, and you see what looks like a like almost perfect equilateral triangle, like turned like yellow, and then back's like back's like if he didn't point it out, you wouldn't notice it. Mm-hmm. It's hard to tell sometimes though. So, and it also too, when you're looking at someone's eye that close, I don't think you care who it is. Anyway, tell me that's anybody, and I will kill you. Anyway, we're gonna go up. I will leave you to your own devices. I am not gonna pay for your room nor board, but see what you can find on Upside, I guess. Then I'm sure that he has a connection up there. Vorano, if anyone's missing what we're picking up, the goal here is for what I'm paying you for, which next time, Codex, if you do well with your sliding scale mistress, cut the middleman and just come to me, and I'll give you your pay. But it's a good lesson to learn.
Okay.
Never trust anybody with their gold in your hand. Your gold in their hand.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's fair. I'm new. I get it.
I don't think she's learning the lesson. I picked up.
As if you are?
You handed it to me. So I don't know.
Right. Anyway, let's just go up. Shay, you have anything that we can cover Rat Boy with?
Always.
I gestured to the robe.
Yeah, that's not going to cut it. You look like you're about to dip in a bath. Splish splash. I was taking a bath.
Oh my god.
Riding on a Saturday night.
Rub-a-dub-dub.
Okay, we don't have to keep going with this.
I
I don't know why this is the joke that keeps moving.
Okay, so Shay, what are you going to do to help disguise Terrance?
I'm gonna whip out some handy dandy little disguise kit.
Nice. Okay.
And let's see here. I think so. Terrance has navy blue hair. I'm gonna try to make it white, and then try to make them look a little bit older, and clean them up.
Wow, Grandpa. That's really bad. You keep digging.
It's gonna be hard to make me look old because I'm so full of youth.
Roll. Just roll a charisma check. Shay.
Gotcha.
Please and time keep.
Just straight charisma.
Terrance, roll a stealth check.
18 charisma and a stealth.
For Terrance's stealth, but yeah.
Perfect. 18 charisma.
Perfect. Noted.
13.
Noted. Okay, great. So yeah, it's honestly, it's not that hard to make Terrance look like this older man, like this older disheveled man. You probably like use a couple of like your disguise kit costumes, kind of like put like almost like this burqa of like old man shivering, kind of hunched over.
I feel like you show me in a mirror and I'm like, oh, that's unfortunately convincing. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
That was a little too fast.
Yeah. So, I'd say successfully, we don't really have to roleplay it, but successfully you walk back up the stairs and outside to Sunnyside into the 3rd precinct. By the time you get to like right in front of where the doors are to the June box, Darian, as Carlisle, turns. Any questions from me? Concerns, comments, queries, anything?
Any final insights on what we can do to speed this process along?
You make it seem like it's a process that I know what the ending is to it. Which, if it was a process that I knew what the ending was to it, darling, then I would not need you to investigate and figure it out.
I have a more specific question.
Okay.
Right. Do you know how often Vorano comes up topside?
Vorano doesn't come up topside.
Perfect.
Ever. Well.
Right. But he sends people up here, that I know.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. You just...
That made me think of a question, actually. Let's flip the table here. The table is flipped.
Table is flipped.
You're all the
table
GMs,
was
I'm the
yours.
one player. Fight for me.
Yeah.
Can you roll for that?
Verano's
What
men,
does your character should say about that?
Verano's men on the upside, this side, during the commencement, they didn't all die, did they? Do you know?
Kind of lost track after, 4 or 6 of them died.
Okay, well, if I
Why
don't
you
go...
looking at me?
I was talking. Thank you, Terrance. No,
Yes,
no
that's
questions.
what-
I'm asking a question.
I know, and so we have
Terrance?
to... Okay. All right.
Thank you. Vic, stop speaking.
Oh my god, just me.
Oh my god, just
Oh my god, Vic, shut up.
Yes!
No!
Well, if I know anything about our lovely Zabrarian government, they love to keep people in prison, not dead. To figure out... Oh, shit. I gotta go. Carlisle's eyes get really wide when he's saying like, oh yeah, they like to like keep people to figure out things. I'm actually not going to go to the June box. I'm going to go on a little venture. Shay, come here. And kind of takes Shay away from the group. Kind of takes you to the side, leaves them near the front entrance of the June box. You're quick with your feet. How can I get to the 11th as fast as possible? If you know.
That's going to take some bribery, actually. If you want quick.
Oh, bribery. That's...
Mm-hmm.
I can work with that. How quick are we talking?
From here to the 11th, if you want really fast, 5 days.
5 days. Okay. Yeah. Shit. Okay. Yeah, if you can write that down on a note for whoever I need to bribe to get there in 5 days, please don't let one lose her head. I know I don't have much for you to go on, any of you, and it's really good to see it. I'm glad that you're here to help teach the youth about how to be an adventurer. But
of course.
I need to go to Make an appointment with the bull.
I see.
So, I know you don't have a lot to go on. And don't make this your entire... Not motivation. Don't make this your entire focus. You all are 5 people who can live your own life and do whatever the fuck you please. I don't care. But keep your ear to the ground if you could, just about Vorano. I mean, if it's going to take me 5 days to be there, I'll probably be there for 3. And then 5 more days to get back if there is a contact backwards. Is there one from 11th back here?
Oh, yes. It's a very efficient service.
Alright, so that's about what? Almost 2 weeks? And then I'm back?
Close.
Yeah, so radio silence is good. Well, what's a radio? Fantasy radio silence from me.
Just silence.
Send it, yeah.
Fantasy video killed the fantasy radio star.
Fantasy.
Fantasy.
Yeah. This doesn't fit my fantasy. Shit. I don't know what you know about the septum, but this is not going to be fun for me.
Can only imagine from what little I've met, really.
Well, we're going to have to get a drink and talk about that, Shay Erebos.
Correct. Until next time, Carlisle Montgomery.
And you watch as, again, kind of like from the face back, and you see this woman with dark black hair, big elbows, purple eyes,
Excellent.
very Yennefer looking, in almost like this gown that goes to a split at her right leg, very Angelina Jolie, circa 2008 Oscars, I think. Good luck to you all. If you need me, the bartenders in here can get contact with me pretty quickly. So, not to keep you in the third, do what you please. But any information you also learn about Vorano, you can also feel free to send in a letter. Actually, you have, she said she used to work for the mail service, yes? Codex?
Correct.
Well, then she'll know someone that you can send mail to send to the girls in there. 2 weeks isn't that long. It'll go by fast. Sorry to leave you in a uncertain job criteria, but I know you'll figure it out.
Always. Have fun.
Thank you. And she kind of just walks out the different side of the alleyway. She doesn't even address the rest of them. What are you guys talking about while that conversation's going on?
I probably was like laying down what I think we should do, which is we should probably make our way towards any of the prisoner guard cells. We should probably find ourselves some form of secure housing. But we don't want to walk right in. Those prisons, they're usually well guarded. And they're not going to let us talk to them directly if we walk in. So we'll need to kind of stake it out. So we should probably slowly move that way.
Why would we want to talk to those guys? They know probably less than I do.
I mean, it can get us information of how they got to where they needed to go. And maybe there's some type of tie there, and we can work backwards.
They were lambs sent to slaughter. Vorano sent those guys knowing that something would happen and that they would be expendable. So they probably don't have that much good information anyway. They were also taking something that I didn't make. Which, from history, has never been successful, and also sometimes makes people explode. So, they were probably not, like, the smartest goons in the squad.
Right. She's, like, tapping, like, you can see, like, she's, like, thinking through, like, even, like, you can't see her face, you can see, like, her hand, like, kind of, like, ticking.
Well, let's think of at least a place to stay first, right? We can't go here, probably, because this is one of the first places they'll expect us to go. Can't go to my house.
At this point, Shay, feel free to walk in whenever. I'm gonna let them continue, but you can insert whatever.
Can't go to my house. I do want to check on my ma, if that's alright, because Vorano did threaten her life, and I do want to make sure she's alive. But that's also not obviously bigger fish.
So why would you want to go there?
I just want to make sure she's okay. I said make sure she's okay. I didn't say go to her house and say, hello, Ma, I'm being chased by a crime boss.
So what's the plan?
Did I say that?
Don't you think the crime boss would have people there?
Okay, not important. I said check on her, not go there. Anyway, does anyone else have a place we can go? You had, like, a mail route, so you could probably find a place that's not super inhabited.
Well, I mean, I usually delivered inhabited places, because that's where... I have some places we could go. I don't know, are you looking to, like, sleep there? Or are you just looking to, like, hang out there for, like, a time and then move to a new place, or...
Sleep would be good, I'm sure.
Okay. She's like standing there silently, and or like her ears are twitching, and she's kind of like bouncing like foot to foot, and you can see she's like kind of thinking. Okay, I have
Where's
an idea.
your home, little one?
Oh, we're not going to my house.
No.
My dad would kill me. Are you kidding me?
I see.
Yeah. So, I do have an idea of where we could go. Although, I mean, if we do go to my house, are you trying to figure out what prison those guys would be going to?
Oh, we want to go to a prison now, yes?
I don't know, that lady wants to go to prison. She points at one.
There are easier ways to get there.
Well, we don't know what prison they would have went to, but I think I might know someone who maybe would know.
Oh god. Who?
Definitely with that, one kind of leans a little bit forward. Expand on that.
I guess just go in front of the jukebox, you're like walking into like Precinct 3 proper.
Can I be leading them towards the first place that I'm thinking of, which is in the 4th precinct? Like, we're just walking towards the 4th precinct?
Sure. Yeah, the jukebox isn't too far actually from the walls, if you will, between the 3rd and the 4th.
There aren't like physical walls.
No, there's physical walls, but there are open arches. Think very not that it looks like this, but it's very similar to like the like aqueduct walls that were in like Rome. They're huge and tall, and there's probably like water that runs to the top. And it's not like that, but it's like they're tall like that, but they have these huge arches that you can just walk through.
No one's like checking you at the door. You're just like walking.
I mean, there's guards by it, but there's never like guards that are like they're huge. They're very very large arches. They're not like tiny gate. Like there probably are little tiny gates along the walls, but like and also like barracks probably, but. There are guards there, but they're not like gonna be like halt.
Plus, they know me.
There are also, I will say, there are also at the top of them. You do see what looks like the teeth of a gate, but you've never seen any of the gates shut unless you've been near the 5th. The 5th are the only ones where the gates are like and there's probably like a door, like like some gates will drop and there's like it's a huge, like the small actual door. Yeah, like the only gates that are ever shut and like that like. Perimetered around are into the 5th because that is where the king lives, that is where the parliament is, that's where a lot of aristocrats and nobles are. But other than that, they're always like open.
So I'm not gonna elaborate on it for now, but I know people. I can take you to the one place that I'm thinking of, but if we really do need to talk to someone who might know about prison stuff, we could go to the other place that I'm thinking of.
Very elaborate. I'm glad I can make a well-informed choice with the things you have told me.
Listen, I'm trying to be careful. Like, you guys all have secret names and stuff, and I don't want to get, like, people that I care about involved and all this stuff if, like, some blue guy's gonna come up to the surface and, like, explode them or something. Like, I don't... I don't know. Like, what do you want from me? Like, I'm...
Are two options close to each other?
Yeah, they're, like, real close.
Excellent. How about we get some rest first, and then we can get some information second?
Yeah, that should work.
Fine by me.
Good.
All right, where are you
There's a
taking
lot
them?
of us, though. This could be weird. Okay. I'm going to take them to Demi's place. Which is where we had, I'm hoping that Demi still has the little back room set up that we took over as, like, our little...
Like
home
Demi's?
of operations for the best friend club.
I have to check to make sure I'm not wrong. Oh, like you're like literally taking them to half-off books?
Yes, I am!
Oh
Yeah.
my
Half
god!
off books.
Listen, this is the home. I wrote it in my backstory. It's the home base of operations for our
You guys
best
were like
friend club.
5! Like,
Yeah, I know. Well, we did it until we were like young teens. So leave me alone.
True. Yeah. So you walk for. I'd say it's probably like when you get up there. It's probably like 8, 9 a.m. maybe. You didn't get to sleep. It was probably like through the night that whole warehouse function happened. Yeah. So I would say probably takes you because the June box is pretty close to the border of the third and the fourth. So it probably takes you the better part of like. Because half off books is also it's like kind of like similar, close to the third. Probably takes about an hour, maybe an hour and a half to walk, as far as you need to walk before you get to what looks like basically this very interesting bookstore, library, not library. It looks like a store. It's a little taller. It looks like it's like maybe like 3-4 stories tall, and it looks like it obviously probably used to be some type of like maybe it was like some type of housing complex before, but wherever there was a sign that said something, or maybe like an engraved title of the building, there's like this really makeshift like wooden board kind of put on top that is like slapdash that says half, like 1/2, half off books. And then there's like this big exclamation point and probably like a little like swinging sign that says sale, exclamation point. It looks exactly like you've always seen it your entire life, Codex.
Oh, yeah. Also, as we're like walking around, she is saying hi to everyone, like in the most, like she knows everyone. She's just like, hey, how's it going? How's your cat? Did your wife have her twins yet? That's awesome. I'm so happy for you guys. Like, she knows everyone.
Yeah, people are like, maybe like, oh, hi, Codex. Like,
And meanwhile, I think all the rest of us are like our heads are like right down, and we're like, don't look at anybody.
And yeah, as we walk into Half Off Books, she's just like, hey, Demi, is it cool if do you still have that back room set up for?
yes, of course I have that back room set up. So the person that you see, for 3 people at this table, they will recognize this character from Campaign 3. He has Move Shop. He is this like Fae, maybe. He's like this very, 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 very pale, like almost like chalk white skinned Fae-looking humanoid. He is like 6'2", but he has like large, almost like gnome-like ears that are white. He has like white sclera eyes with red irises, and then he wears kind of like what looks like these like red tinted sunglasses that come down like a little bit to just here. My pink sunglasses are upstairs. I put them on, and he's like kind of just wearing like this almost like fantasy robe-esque suit. Mixed in between. It kind of has like these billowing sleeves, but very like taut at his abdomen. But none of you know what race he is. He doesn't look like a race to any of you. Like, you're like, Fae, maybe? But Fae is a very
Very, very, very pale.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
He just has this like
Everyone?
wide grin and kind of like, he has like sharp, like not all sharp teeth, but like his canines are like a little longer. Not like vampire-esque, but like just like kind of like a little longer, and then his molars seem to be like sharpened at the back, but then like right at the front they're like a bit more smooth. It all fits, but it's weird.
Mm-hmm.
everyone, this is Demi. Demi, this is everyone. Guys, Demi's one of the smartest people I know, so maybe you can help us too.
Yes, thank you. So lovely to see you again.
Yeah, it's always good to see you. We're just gonna go back there for a little bit, and then we might come back later if that's okay.
Oh, you don't need to purchase any books or anything? I mean, that's half off.
Yeah, I have a question about that. Half off of what?
Well, they're all half off.
Like the original price?
Yeah.
Well, do you have it labeled with the original price and then
No.
the sale? So, is it half off what's listed? Or is the price
I
that's
think we're all
listed-
missing the point of the sale that's going on.
Which is?
It's half off.
So half off books.
No. Well, half off books is implicative of what it means. This book is half off. It looks at like this tiny little like cookbook.
What about that one?
Yeah, it's half.
Are any of these books not half off?
The sign would be a lie then.
Exactly.
I don't like to lie to people.
I just want to make sure that you are a upstanding citizen.
Doesn't that just make everything the same price, so there's no sale?
No, of course it's a sale.
Oh yeah, you got a point though.
I don't understand what you guys aren't getting about this.
If
Everything's half off.
Thank you, Bunny Go.
If everything is half off, and it's always half off, then
Oh, always, it's a sale. A sale it happens between a time.
okay.
There's not an end to a sale.
Okay, when
When
does
the
the
sale
sale end? Yeah, I would
Yeah.
like to know so I can make sure to make my purchase before it ends.
You'll have plenty of time.
Oh,
Right. Right.
I'm quite generous with my lengths of sales.
okay.
Well, we're gonna look around, and if we find anything we like, we will bring it to you, where it will be half off.
Correct. That is also how stores work. So I'm very glad, Miss Robot, that you've got that.
Thank you. And I kind of like go off.
It's the what do you call that? Where it's like, oh, it's the spin-off of Mr. Robot.
Miss Robot.
Miss Robot.
Miss Robot.
Ms.
My
Robot. Yeah,
lady
Ms.
Robot.
Robot. Yeah.
Excuse me, Dr. Robot.
Dr. Robot.
Is this your My Life as a Teenage Robot OC? Is that what this is?
Yes.
Jenny?
XJ9.
Don't dead name her. And if you do find any of the books with the gold spines, those are a quarter off. Well, sorry, no, they're a quarter. 75.
Cents? What's money here? Copper?
You're funny.
I have already walked away.
Like what?
You're going the wrong way. Okay. We could just follow her, and we'll eventually get to the back area.
So you get to like this what looks like it's probably like it literally probably like is intended to be this kind of like sit down read area. So it does kind of function like a library, but every book does have like a little sales tag that's hanging from it. They'll be like it'll say like half. Like some of them just say like half! Exclamation point.
What's the price though?
I definitely sit in the chair and I look right at your codex and I'm like, what the hell? Or what the hells? Why
It's
here?
Debbie's bookstore. Everything's half off. Like, what do you?
Why here?
I mean, who's gonna come into
Oh,
this place?
because well, Demi doesn't. Demi's really good at keeping secrets, and the few times that we had to hide when we were doing stuff when I was really little, we would come here, and we have like our own little home base here that we our base of operations. So I mean, I don't know. Demi's really good at. I think my brother said Demi's really good at talking in circles.
I know a lot about
I feel
the
like that.
East, if you're curious.
Yeah, also knows a lot about the East. So if this stuff comes from the East, Demi might know about it.
What do you mean, like the general direction of east?
Yeah.
Or like an eastern country? Like,
I don't know. You can go ask Demi about it.
Sounds like
yeah,
someone
wait
from
a
the
second.
East.
Are there beds anywhere? Or are we supposed to be?
Oh,
Of course there's beds in the
sleeping on these
East. They have to sleep.
Right. Thank
Yeah,
you.
no.
Demi.
Our spot is over here. And she's gonna lead them to like.
Yeah, there's like chaiselongs and
like-
things.
Correct me if like you don't want it to be set up this way, but she leads you guys to like this little. It's probably what used to be like maybe like a little side room or like a storage closet or something like that. Or like if this was a shop where someone was supposed to have like a small living area, like a really really small living area. It's like a little side room, probably behind like stacks of books. And
Oh
she has to,
yeah,
shove
it's like
them
the
aside.
it's like the what's the word? Unorganized. It's like an unorganized section.
Yeah.
Not all yet put away. Probably like there's probably like 3 of those like racks of like books not bought that have to be put back. Like they're all half off. And there's a little sale tag on the cart. Quarter off.
But yeah, she like shoves all of the like books and the carts out of the way, and like it's like a plume of dust, and she's like and then she like pulls out a key ring. There's like 80 keys on this ring. And she like just starts flipping through them, and eventually she's like, this one, and she like opens the door, and inside is like what you could expect from like 12-year-olds who were setting up a fort for like, but like a very professional like we've done this 100 times. There are like really different kinds of quilts and blankets kind of like built into like these little tents. It's like a cozy area. There's like a little table that you could like probably like sit on the floor. It's like a very short coffee table. There are books kind of stacked up. It's a little dusty in here. It doesn't look like it's super been used lately. There's like candles that have been burned down. It's all just set up like people have maybe like lived here for a little bit, but like, you know, it's like a kid's hideout for it. She kind of just like puts her hands on her hips and looks around. She's like, it could probably be cleaned a little bit, but like, you know.
This is nice. Compared to this is a nice place you got here.
I don't really think I can fit there.
I mean, what? There's 5 of us. How big is this room?
It fit 4 people before. One of them was like a dragonborn, so I don't know like what size.
Yeah, you can all fit a little bit.
Yeah,
I mean,
It's,
we're gonna be like
it's probably like as much as like we're sitting at this table right now.
okay. We have to get to know each other anyway, so team building.
The last thing about this room is that on one wall, probably in like one of the like kind of corner areas, there is like the equivalent, I guess, of what you would say is like a murder board. Like there's yarn going to like different like note cards and stuff kind of taped up on the wall. And just like there's little like sticky notes or something, and then there's like yarn going between like multiple cards, and there's like a little stack of books next to it, and like just like it's very small, but it is like set up in like one of the corners.
Can I go look at it? I want to go look at it and see what some of the cards say.
It's all just like kind of vague information about what you can gather is like a secret wizard society.
Now this is interesting.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Now we're getting
Now this is pod racing.
This is a secret wizard society.
Yeah, we were looking into it when we were like way younger. Like I think I was like 5. I was 5 when we started researching the secret wizards that obviously operate on the surface and do weird experiments on people.
Obviously.
Excellent penmanship for a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I mean, don't we all find something interesting when we look a little harder at stuff?
True.
Knowing glances.
Anyway, this is we can stay here. I think it'll be fine. Like I said, Demi's really good at keeping secrets, but if we do have to go somewhere else, I can probably find somewhere. I don't have safe houses or anything. We do have forts. I don't know if they're still around. They probably got destroyed by like garbage collection or something. I don't know.
So is the goal we're going to rest here?
Yeah.
It works.
Alright. I mean, I've had a night. I don't know about the rest of you, but I could. Why do you all look like you hate me? What have I done?
You just see, like, it's just a face. There's no face looking.
I know, it doesn't matter. I can feel the energy.
Terrance sees his own reflection in one's helmet and is just like, why do you hate me?
I'm gonna go find a book.
Half off.
I'm gonna look for something if anyone else wants to talk, but I'm...
I'm probably exhausted, so I probably like take V2 off and just
You're
kind
also
of
pretty tired.
set V2 to like a guard mode in front of me and just kind of like start to doze.
Yeah, V2 just
Yeah.
kind of looks off. When you close your eyes, just looks at the room.
When I fall asleep, I probably like my hand like goes on V2, just kind of like a grounding touch.
Yeah, I'm gonna rest as well.
That sounds about right.
Is there anybody who wants to do something during the long rest? That we have a Terrance. Please say your name and state your date of birth.
Social
Let
security
me
number.
dox myself real quick.
Social security is-
Terrance wanted to do something.
Terrance wants to do something?
Yeah.
Anybody else?
I just want to wake up before anybody else.
I would like to sleep peacefully.
Okay,
Dream of beautiful
Wash
things.
and Codex are after the count. Okay. Perfect. So then, yeah. So I would say that kind of in this back little hidey hole room that Codex has explains she knows of. Did you explain that why you know or no? Not really.
Yeah, she would have, like, I think she mentioned, like, it was good when we were kids.
Yeah, it's
and
like
we have, like,
child
she's like, we
care.
have, like, little hiding places all over, like, the nearest, like, 3 precincts or something, but they're probably all destroyed, like.
Yeah, so most of you are there sleeping, so it's like the 4 of you are in there. But, Terrance, you'd like to do something, so the table is yours. What would you like to do?
It's all mine.
It's all yours. Everybody leave.
Yeah.
Get out.
This is the Terrance show. He is going to try and find. He's a constant search for education, so he's going to look through this bookstore and try and find something interesting. Specifically, he's looking about anything about the Grove. If you could find.
Roll a percentile for investigation, please.
Oh, percentile. Spicy dice. 45.
45. You find a book, a little dusty, kind of leather-bound. It's like a book that if you open it, it like creaks. Not like but you know, like
So it just-
it has that like kind of like toughness to the leather.
It's been closed for so long and it's like
Yeah.
tough to open.
Definitely smells like an old book. Brushing off the. Do you only know common?
What would you say I learned in school? I mean, I was educated as
Elvish.
until yeah.
Yeah, I would say Elvish. Yeah, it looks like it's an Elven. I'd say you're not like the most fluent in Elvish, unless you think you would be. It's up to you. I don't care.
I mean, it's probably not perfect. Like there are definitely like I can make out
Yeah.
ideas.
It seems to be a book on the families and genuses of flora in the Grove. That's kind of it, though. No history, really. Just more like what kind of plants can thrive and live and bloom in the Grove. Some touches of medicinal, but really it's more just about like each plant.
Like what?
Like you're like the rose is like the type of plant that like you know like a beautiful and wonderful smell but thorns on its side. And, like it like describes each of these specific plants and their purposes in nature. And you might have like some that are like this has medicinal properties for a stomach ache. This has medicinal properties for giving birth, like stuff like that.
Do I see anything about what I'm looking for?
What are you looking for?
I'm looking about
Mycelials?
like mushrooms. Yeah, that.
No fungi.
No fungi.
No fungi's here. Only sad guys. And it's you. It's you.
You flip the page.
TBH, only one guy
sad.
here. Only one.
Yeah, a sad guy.
What about any like herbs or anything that?
I mean, yeah, they have they definitely have stuff on herbs, spices.
If
riches.
I have my vial in my pocket or in my bag. If I can try and compare any of I know it's dried, but if I'm looking at anything in that jar versus anything that's in there, if anything matches up, because I don't know any of the.
Roll an insight.
$13.
They're inside your little spice. Is it it's in a bag or is it
It's in a jar.
A jar, yeah. Inside of your spice jar, there is what looks like these flecks and flakes of green. This dried greenery, almost the same texture. It's not this, but this is the best way to describe it in our world. It seems like tiny little squares almost of seaweed. But it's not seaweed. It just has this very brittle and crinkly exterior to it. Reading in there, you see what is the full, unchanged version of this plant, which seems to be these large, almost like banana leaves, large, but they're these brittle, crinkly. Described at least in this book. It's called Witch's Skin. most of what it's talked about is it was used in a lot of early apothecary components. I'd say the most history you get from it is like this was one of the first like medicinal plants used during like the start of civilization. Because remember, Zabraria is where the light first touched of Zaharis, the god of the sun. So this is like our Babylon. And the grove is where it was first touched, which is why it's this beautiful lush forest.
Does it say anything about being able to be found anywhere else?
No.
Like, it's specifically to the grove?
Specifically what it says too is it says, thought to be made for the women that were the original clerics to Yofet.
So made for the clerics of Yofet.
Thought to be. And they're female clerics specifically. And you've never heard of that god?
No.
Probably not. I would say with like a lot of, like for most schooling, unless like you went to like specific, you probably don't necessarily know the names of gods, you know like their title.
Mm-hmm.
Very similar with like people will call Zaharis the morning sky.
Yeah.
Or the like, not like, there was another one, it's not the Lord of Light, but like something like that, you know? Like they're I don't know, I'm thinking like...
Salute the sun.
No, I'm thinking the Lord of Light, like the night is dark and full of towers, like Game of Thrones. Anyway, but like like their title name, not their like actual name. So I don't know if you know who Yofet is, but... Okay.
Well, he's definitely going to like write this information down.
I'm gonna buy that. Demi kind of walks up. It's half off.
Oh no, I'm good. Thanks.
Okay, well then that scroll like kind of leans towards your notebook. Oh. What did you do?
I took the piece of paper and I put it in my mouth.
Are you going to swallow it? Mm-hmm. Okay. Kind of takes the book out of your hand and closes it. He just stares at you and waits.
Mm-hmm.
Terrance pretends to swallow it and rubs the tummy.
Good.
If you give me 10 gold, I'll walk away.
Only 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I hand him 10 gold. Can I have the book?
Oh, yeah.
Thanks.
It's half off.
Alright. I don't know.
I'll take the 5. And he walks away.
Wait, what? I don't think I got scammed, but...
I feel like I got scammed.
Okay, he takes the book and he puts it in his bag and he goes to bed.
Alright. Yeah, so you all successfully rest. You only have to rest for 4 hours, correct, Shay?
Correct.
Sweet. So yeah, you're probably up before everybody else. Anything you want to do in that time? We're long resting, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do want to look for some stuff too, but I don't want to look for books. I want to look for like trinkets in here, because I feel like somebody who has secrets and collects things would have trinkets as well.
Sure, roll percentile investigation as well.
98%.
98.
I found everything. I can also be stealthy if I need to be stealthy.
Do you see a rock?
Yeah.
That's not rock.
Oh.
You do find... You see a lot of trinkets that... They all have price tags on them, and in your trance, even though obviously you weren't, like you can still hear, you heard, like, you're like, Terrance got caught by Demi. Like, so when things have, like, price tags on them, you're like, maybe Demi, like, can, like, see these things? Like, you don't know. But, there is what looks like this, like, array of, like, these rocks. And it's gonna sound so weird. But they're these very... they're like these... smooth exterior rocks that have like these divots in them. And what I mean is like when you touch it, it's smooth. It's not coarse, but there are like divots in them, and they're like this very, almost as if they were painted. But as much as you rub and try, it's not paint. Like spit on it, it's not paint. Painted this like one wash of gray. There are no like flecks of different geological differentiations. It's just this one wash of gray.
Feels like home.
As soon as you grab one, oh, do you want that? Debbie says, you can take it. People usually don't find it. It's probably like in this like small bowl that is like literally probably behind books.
What are these?
They're from my last place of living.
The East.
Which is the east.
Yes. Was it the East?
Technically, it's east of here, yes.
Care to share what it is exactly?
Do you know any magic?
Maybe.
Try it.
Why?
Hold it in your hand and try it.
All right.
What are you trying? Like, maybe,
I'm gonna shadow gate with it.
you can shadow gate with it, that's fine. Try, like, something smaller. It's not that big of a rock.
I'll do my green flame blade.
If you hold your hand in it, because that's a cantrip, right?
Mhm.
Nothing. Maybe, like, at most, a little bit of green, like, furls around your hand and then gets sucked into the rock.
Fascinating.
It's a fun little party trick, at least.
Yes, it is. I think I'll keep it with me. Thank you.
He just walks back to back to his counter.
Just so she gets it for free.
You're asleep.
I know I was sleeping. I'm still mad.
What is this shit?
Yeah, alright. So then after a full 6 hours, well 8, but 6 hours for everybody, you guys wake up fully rested at like 5 p.m. Golden hour. I hate to impose, but Bunny-Girl, are you sleeping here the entire day, or is this just...
Well, yeah,
we
we
just let
finished
everyone eat. Like, it's not a sleeping area, it is boring. I know people think it's boring.
Yeah. No. I don't think it's boring. So, but are you closing soon? I know your hours kind of change sometimes.
Eh.
Okay. Do you guys think we're gonna come back here anytime soon,
Depends what else we can find.
Who knows, the sale could end.
Right.
Huh?
Insight.
Roll.
Wow, your dice suck.
Yeah, the highest I've rolled is a 6 today.
Holy shit!
4.
Sale could end. Even if you got a natural
Now there's a sense of urgency.
Even if you got a natural 20, sale could end. Like, I mean,
Guys,
Ah.
the sale could.
Anyway.
what was the one thing in Campaign 3? So it was like, when the sale's not going on, is it just called books? Like,
Books.
I guess our plan depends on what you provide us.
Could you close that door?
What door? To the store?
No.
Store
the,
door?
The one that
What
separates.
do you mean,
the
close the
room?
store door when we're open and having a sale?
No.
How are they supposed to know that all these books were half off?
That would just be bad business.
That's bad business.
There you go.
Thank you. There's no door here, there's just books. There's no doors. Only books. So it's a back room, but it's like behind it's like a maze going through the book. Like,
Then why did Codex pull out a key to unlock a door?
oh, I didn't realize you did that. Oh,
Yeah, I did that.
She had a big old keychain.
But Demi, I would assume, can also change the store. I don't know.
yeah. Oh, yeah,
They
yeah.
seem cursed
Wait,
enough
wait,
that
yeah,
they could
Yeah,
do
the
shit
door's
like
suddenly
that.
gone.
when you like close the door, he's kind of like you kind of like see him transparently through the door.
That didn't work.
I just thought the kids wanted privacy. I gave them keys and everything.
Yeah.
I don't usually deal with children. It's more of an Eastern thing.
Is it? It's just
You will
children.
find parents and children in the East. East of you now, I'm sure there are some.
Okay. This whole concept of East is really confusing for me.
Well, there's
what
north,
time
east,
is
west, and
it?
south.
Sure, yeah.
I didn't do it in
Surrounded-
the right order, but they exist. Look at a map. I have a couple. I have a cartography book. It's half off.
Okay.
Demi,
Buddy,
what time is it?
it's 5.
Yeah, Codex does just like a little bit of math in her head, and she's like, okay, we should probably go now, and then if we come back and you're still open, great, but if we come back and you're closed, not great.
We might be
Technically,
back.
the sale is off when it's closed.
So it starts and stops every day.
Well, as does every business.
Some
So they're
businesses are open
different
24
sales
hours.
each time.
Let's just get going.
Yeah, guys, we don't really have time for this. We gotta go.
No, I want to figure this out.
We gotta go.
Jamie has to think about like, okay, yeah.
Bye, Demi. Bye. We'll maybe be
Bye.
back.
We'll pick this up later.
Maybe. It's up to you. I don't know why he's become Laszlo. If you want, I like conversation. And I like reading. I like books.
Wash, we're leaving.
All right. Tell your friends.
I'm gonna lead them to the latest construction site that Keurig works at.
Noted. As you're walking that way,
Because I think he's still at work.
can everybody roll a perception check?
Yeah. I can't either.
Hell yeah.
It's
My highest bumped up to a 9.
wow.
15.
1. Yeah. 15. Wash.
What check? Perception?
Perception.
Okay. 11.
Shay.
21.
Nice. Codex.
8.
And then Terrance.
5.
5.
We're very. You said we're a very perceptive bunch because that is
What
correct.
did you get?
15.
15, and you got 11? Yeah. Okay, so then I would say probably only Shay and one notices. Shay notices it first, and then one notices, and then one notices that Shay notices it first. So one's like, quick, I gotta say something, but Shay's already said it. No, I'm not gonna talk for it. I'll play the story out. No, but Shay will notice it first. For however long you guys are walking, maybe let's say like 30 minutes, and like Codex is like, oh, this is like maybe like a couple more miles that way. Like who knows? Because yeah, it's a big city. You're kind of like walking and weaving through the roads. I won't say you're like alley weaving at this point. I'd say you're going through the roads. A carriage seems to be like following you. It's kind of like this small, very Victorian age carriage that has like the little lamp that kind of like is on like the archway like metal thing that's like.
Am I still in disguise, by the way? Sorry,
if you are, it's coming off.
Okay.
Like half your hair is like bluish with white, and it's really
We like touch us up anyway.
But yeah, there seems to be like this like Victorian-esque carriage following you, led by one black horse, and it seems like the cabbie of this carriage, if you will, is fully adorned, not like covered. Like you can see that there's a person. You see eyes, but you see what looks like there's like a almost like a face mask, almost bandana covering their face, probably like just for like wind and such. But they seem to be adorned in what looks like mostly black and a top hat, and then there's a shawl around them that is like red with a raven crest on the bottom corner. And then you don't know who's inside, of course. It's blacked out and curtained.
Well, Shay would like to Shadowgate as close as she can and like hop onto the carriage next to the cabbie.
Jesus. Okay. Yeah. So like as you kind of like you're like hi. Oh.
Hello. Can I help you?
Yeah. Sir. Like. Just stop it. Like. Do you mind if I rein in the horses, madam?
Please do. I would love to see who's inside this thing.
Right. It like kind of stops for a second and kind of like stops as you guys are all like, what? Like,
Where's Shay?
where'd Shay go? Yeah, as the carriage kind of comes to a full stop and the cabbie kind of is like, could you get off my bench now? Please.
Fine. She hops down and just stands next to the window waiting.
What are you guys doing?
Knock knock.
I mean, if they stop not too far behind us, then
Like a little far, but like
Yeah,
10
probably
feet.
like give like a little like moving your eyes towards where that all is going down.
we also go over there.
Is V2 out?
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
I love my boy.
Should we also like? I mean, okay.
You just go. Oh, you're just like
We're shoving.
Shay, as they're like you guys can approach him, but give me like a couple seconds with Shay. As you kind of like knock, like who's in there? I don't think I know who you are. Do I? You just hear this voice.
Do I recognize the
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know who you are. Why are you following us?
Well, specifically, I'm looking for a girl, white hair, goes a little bit pink, large ears, makes her about 6 feet tall.
I'm gonna sidle behind Wash, just use him as a shield, and like pull her ears, just kind of drop down.
And why are you looking for this girl?
I hired her.
For what purpose?
Then opens a curtain. You see this person's face. A very like, what's the best way I can say? Like, I don't want to say like. Weirdly enough, farm boy handsome. Like, I don't know how to explain it better than that.
I know the type of
Do you know what I mean?
immediately on it. Immediately on my
Wesley
god.
from the
Yeah.
prison.
Yes. Very Wesley, but like farm boy handsome. Tiefling that has like kind of like tannish skin, ram horns, and golden eyes, and like this blonde hair that kind of goes into, again, which I'm not allowed to say, Paul Revere hair. But you know, like the hair here that then goes into the ponytail, and then the kind of like this blonde that kind of falls down. These white pearl-like earrings that kind of go up his pointed ears, and a scar across his right cheek. And he just smiles. He like looks at you and just goes, "Sorry, what was the question?"
I was wondering for what purpose you hired this white and pink someone.
Oh, well, I'm an envoy of the Red Raven Adventuring Guild, so hired her to be part of a party, or adventuring party, if you will.
And have you heard the news?
Well, I've heard some news about what happened at the commencement at the summit.
You seem a little blasé for something so morbid.
Tis the nature. I can't be too emotionally attached to all the people I hire, otherwise I'd be very disappointed. Adventuring is a dangerous lifestyle.
True enough.
What's your name?
I'm Shay Erebos.
Shay Erebos. My name's Shom. Like kind of like opens the door just to, like kind of to give you way to walk back, and as he steps out, you probably will clock this pretty immediately. He seems to like he stands pretty tall, but he seems to stand tall because his feet might be hooved. You don't know. They're in shoes. He does have a tail. He has kind of like this longer, like same tan skin color tail that at the end kind of goes into a I don't want to say a W, but like a 3-prong.
Ooh, fun.
Kind of upset that it's fleshy colored.
Okay.
It just makes
Sometimes you can keep your penis to yourself.
What did you want it to be?
I don't know. Just the idea of a tail.
The tieflings have flesh tails.
I know, but it's like usually they're like.
Okay, well, bring it up. Bring it up.
Okay, talk about it in therapy. That's for you. That's for you and yourself.
Wash is gonna light a cigarette and like lean a little back to the cowering rabbit behind him. You know this guy?
Yeah, that's my boss. My other boss, because, you know.
What does he want with you?
So,
I don't know. Probably wants me to report back, and...
I'm looking for her. The one that's whispering not very stealthily. Codex!
Oh, hey, Sham! Hey! Step out from behind Wash. How's it going?
How's it going?
It's going, okay.
I mean, Nami, Ellen, and the Karis are all dead.
Yeah, no, that was really bad, but, we're doing our best.
Did you find out any information?
She kind of, like, side-eyes everyone else here. Maybe?
Okay. You seem nervous.
No, I'm always just like this. You remember the first time you met me, super like this too.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I shouldn't make you nervous. I'm just asking a question. Was looking for it.
No, yeah. No, I know.
Well, I was going to ask if you wanted to return with me to the guild in the 10th.
She like looks at everyone again. I think we might have some business. We're following up on some leads.
For what? For my task?
Yeah.
Didn't sound so sure about that when you said it.
I'm not sure about a lot of things, but you know that. So, like, it's this is the nature of investigations. You're not sure until you're sure. And I want to be sure when I tell you exactly what we know after I follow this lead with my group here.
Yeah, I see you found a different party of adventurers.
Yeah, they were also there. It was, yeah.
1. Roll a wisdom check.
A 12?
Deja vu is hitting you. You don't know why.
I'm probably the furthest back. I'm like just there with V2. Just kind of like looking. Like it's like, I'm like, there's moments where I look at Codex and I'm like shooting daggers even through my armor. And then I like keep looking back. And it's definitely like just like this like.
Terrance is gonna lean over to 1. Like, are we supposed to know what's going on? Like,
Hi, I'm Sean.
3 people died.
I'm an envoy of the Red Raven Adventuring Guild in this 10th precinct. I hire all sorts of people. Mercenaries, wannabe adventurers, ex-convicts. The type. To reform in joining an adventuring party, to do certain missions by pay, or the ones that they won't make the people and the soldiers at the Bull Multitude do. So, I hired Codex, as well as a couple other people, to find out some information about this person that we're looking into. A blue-headed person. Vidalcan, I think. And I was just checking in, since I heard that, know that 3 of the 4, her being the 4th, were ultimately decimated by giant, monstrous-looking titans.
Oh my god, 3 people? You didn't tell me that. Looking at everybody.
Oh, so there's information that can be learned.
Oh, well, I just wasn't, I heard about the commotion, and I didn't know it wasn't there.
What's your name?
Terrance.
Sean, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, so anyway, we're just following some leads, and then I can report back to you as quickly as possible.
I'll take you quick to the 10th, debrief you in the guild hall.
Terrance was kind of like miming the like gesture to the 3rd and gesture to the 10th, like quick. Like that doesn't make sense. It's so far away.
Magic.
Oh, right, of course.
I could get you, if you're a newly formed, fresh bunch of faces of adventurers, I could always get you a mission or 2. Lots of hired people like to pay for things like finding my cat lost in a tree, or kill the old woman who might be a witch.
Now that sounds... Okay, the first one sounds way more my speed than whatever the fuck we're doing right now, so...
And it sounds like you're already looking for something that I want to have information on. Well, the higher-ups.
Can I take a second to just talk to everyone, and then we can, give you an answer?
Oh, of course, yeah. I'll just wait right here. Kind of like positions himself and leans against the carriage. Just wait right here.
Okay, guys, come here. Like, just wave everybody and, like, hustle off, like, a pretty decent distance, so at least you can't overhear us. And then I kind of, like, stare at everyone, and then I look at 1, and I'm gonna cast message. I'm gonna be like, okay, so, yeah, that's my boss. Do we want to go to the 11th first, or do we want to talk to my other person, or...
You mean the 10th?
Yeah, whatever.
I don't want to do anything with that person.
So this message is just going on between 1 and Codex right now, right? So we're all just standing there and it's like dead silent.
Yeah, they're just staring at
Yeah, we're definitely just staring at
Codex is like staring at 1.
Longingly.
Yeah, this is weird. Why did we huddle up?
Sorry, hold on, I'm messaging 1, so I know it's really weird. I'll message everybody, but I just want to...
Why do we have to do it that way? Can we just...
I message you again. I'm like, can we talk about this out loud? Do you think this would be okay?
All
Message you
need
again.
to
You know you can respond to this, right?
Yes, I know. All you need to know is I don't want to work for anybody who has any ties to vagaries of the Bull Multitude.
I don't actually have ties to the Bull Multitude.
I knew he could hear us. I was thinking it the
Was
whole
that out
time.
loud when you said that?
No. His message.
Yeah, he said it out loud. Your armor.
So just so you know, I'm in, but I'm gonna wait for these lot, yeah?
Good to know. I like you, Shay.
Likewise.
Oh, blush.
Okay, so are we whatever? Are we all cool with just going then? I guess.
I'll bring it back if you need to be back in this precinct.
And I guess it doesn't really
Yeah,
matter what he's saying because
well,
he's right
yeah.
there and he can hear us. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, you're good. No, you're good. You're good.
To be fair, the only reason I'm not going to hear you is because of the carriage magic.
Right.
I'm not like some weird all-knowing thing. That's why my hand's on the carriage, so I can hear what you're saying, just in case. Bit invasive, but nature of the job, I guess.
It does kind of seem like we're going for the same thing, so it might give us information and...
I'm not really big on government contract work.
It's not necessarily government.
I'm not really
No,
big
we've
on
done-
contract work.
Oh,
Key phrase, necessarily.
Well, I'm pretty sure I haven't done things that are for the government.
Didn't you work for the mail?
Yeah, but that's different. I don't work for them anymore. Other stuff. I've done other stuff. I've done other stuff besides work for the mail, you guys. Like, you know that, right?
No, we really don't.
Okay, that's fair. We don't have to listen. Listen, we don't have to work for Sham. I just technically kind of do, but
you still want to be paid for this, don't you?
what?
You still want to be paid for this, don't you?
I mean, yeah.
I could cut ties and not find out anything and just find another group of people to figure out information. But if you still want to be paid, I'd pay you the full four that I was going to divide between the four of you.
Oh, that feels kind of bad, though.
Well, someone needs
Don't
to take
worry,
the
there's
point,
more
right?
of us. We'll take it if you feel bad.
Okay. So you can bring us right back here, though. Like, how long is this gonna take? We're kind of on a timer.
Are you?
Are we?
Yeah.
Someone's not
Well,
sure.
you guys
Not
don't know.
really.
What does the Red Raven want to know?
Information about this person we're looking for.
Why are you looking for them?
Why are you looking for them?
I asked you first.
Good one. I shouldn't have.
The armor doesn't even turn to look at you, but you know that the eyes darted.
I would say that I wish I could see what your face looks like when you're saying all this, but I'm very interested in this armor you're wearing. Reminds me of a...
Stop deflecting.
Oh, I'm not. Makes me curious about you. Reminds me of a, what was his name? A smith, an artificer in the 9th. It's like a T name, I think. Just reminds me of his style.
Wonderful. Anyway, what are you looking for?
Information.
Why? Circle, circle, circle.
That's not a circle. I just not at liberty to say. I can tell you fully. We can tell each other whatever you want. Just might have a taste of almond at the back of your throat by the end of it.
Hey, what the fuck does that mean?
That's like a poison.
No.
It makes you forget.
I do like almonds.
I like you.
You seem fine.
Thank you. Ignore the music in the background. I'm not that shady.
Yeah, that's the thing I was getting a weird read.
Promise.
Listen, why don't we just go with Sham, and then I can tell them the information that I do have, and then we can move on.
Great. I love it. We can gather some information as well, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't mind, I'll hang back. I don't really want to go with this guy.
It could just be like a meeting and then we leave. We don't have to sign anything. Doesn't seem like he's gonna force us into anything.
I don't usually bind people with like chains and or What are those
Manacles?
called? Handcuffs.
Manacles.
Oh, or the fancy word for handcuffs, I guess.
Manacles. Manacles.
Dead on the nose there.
Yeah, I'm still not.
We have a nice topper.
We're,
If you like ale.
we're going. If they're going, we're going. I want to hear what they say.
Oh, well, that's one I like. Well, I'll get into my carriage. Anybody else is welcome to join. Codex, I hope at least you join. If you'd like to get paid. If not, that's fine. I'll figure it out.
Oh, okay then.
Good. Shay's welcome. Shay?
Yeah.
Terrance, right?
I'm gonna also get.
Don't know this one's name, and I don't know your name either.
Alright.
Sure, we'll figure it out.
I hope not.
I get in the carriage.
After you.
She's right behind him.
Sir.
If this blows up, it's on
And then we fix it.
you. You fix it.
We fix it.
Please. Alright. Cabby, we're going to be going to the 10th if you could take us there. It looks small on the outside, and you walk in, it is a bit more spacious on the inside.
It's the TARDIS.
Yeah, literally, yeah. Magic. He kind of just like sits down on like this leather seat as you guys all kind of sit on the other side from him. So again, my name's Sean. S-H-A-W-N. Mother raised me. Work for the Red Raven Adventuring Guild. And our names and our professions and our skills and abilities are... Codex, I know you pretty well, I think. Very kind, very fast. Some other abilities, don't worry, I won't share. Terrance, what about you? What do you like to do?
I'm a scientist.
Oh, scientist. So, like, using magics and potions to...
It's a.
Oh, like an
it's a-
herbalist.
Closer, you're getting.
Apothecary?
Sort of.
Doctor.
No.
Oh.
It's complicated. And
Right.
it's something that only I know about.
Sure.
Yeah.
Shay?
I cast message and I just send to Sham. He makes drugs.
That's not true. I don't hear that, but
You don't hear it.
Yeah, like you see, like, I just love when people's ears move, so like his ears kind of go, whoop. Oh, very nice.
wait, what's nice?
Shay! What about you? What do you do?
Is there enough room for me to have sat next to Sham?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, so you're probably doing one hand over you.
Perfect. I'm good at procuring items.
Ah,
Can I try to slide a hand something out of his pocket?
sure.
Ooh, shit.
Excellent. Oh, fuck yeah. Hold on one second. I got a 22 on sleight of hand. So as I say it, I like pull out a coin or something just to show him.
Yeah, you pull out like what looks like these like specific like not embroidered, but engraved coins that have like the Red Raven Adventuring Guild on them, like almost like they're like token coins.
Chuck E. Cheese token.
No, not like that. Like calling,
Exactly.
like a calling card, like a calling card token.
Is that not what those are for?
Yep.
Charles
Yeah.
Entertainment's cheese calling card is like your attendance token. I've been here. I
So you know you're cool.
So you know you're cool. Yes.
Oh, you can keep that if you like.
I think I shall.
I didn't notice you take it, so fair game, right?
True.
I am gonna cast message again. I do have a question. Shay, when you were talking to Vorano downstairs, you didn't move away from the bar, right? You were still sitting like near us so we could hear the conversation?
Yeah, he walked up to her.
Okay. And you got like she doesn't have subtle casting, so you guys know.
I was gonna
she's
say,
hot.
I'm like-
if you know
I'm darting at you. Like, my eyes,
I mean,
not
I
like
can't see it.
physically,
You have
like
a
my
helmet
eyes
on.
are like on you.
She didn't see your eyes.
Alright, true. You see, like, I am like looking at you this whole time.
she's ignoring you actively. She casts message again, and to Sham, she's going to say, she seems really famous. I think she's the leader of something called the Needles, and she can walk through shadows. But everybody down below seems to know her.
Well, What do you think about it? Kind of looks over. I'm just assuming you're on his left. Kind of looks to you, Shay. Goes, what do you think about her? Pointing, kind of gesturing to Codex.
She's a fascinating young one. Still much to learn. Still very ambitious, though. Needs to hold her tongue every now and then, but aside from that...
Oh, yeah, for sure. That tongue is, wagging.
Can only imagine.
How about you, tattoos?
Okay.
I drink. I smoke. That's about it.
You have a name?
Not for you.
Oh, what did I do?
Just don't like it.
Oh, really? Why not?
You leave a bad taste in my mouth.
Why's that?
No, you're too curious.
What's wrong with curiosity? Other than killing cats.
That's about it. I like cats.
I've never killed a cat.
You like
And
cats?
if you like cats, and that would be the phrase you're using, then my curiosity would make me the cat, would it not?
Fun fact, the actual full phrase, curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back, so curiosity doesn't really kill
Oh.
cats.
So maybe if you had a satisfying result with me somehow, you'd like me more.
I'll leave that up to you then.
Is there anything I can refer to you as other than tattoos?
No.
Alright, tattoos it is. How about this one?
Wait, I cast message.
As soon as you start moving it for as soon as you start, I'm assuming there's some hand gesture or something that you're
yeah, it's
doing.
verbal, somatic, and
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's
Codex is like, message.
While you start doing,
just really quiet, really quiet.
while you start doing that, I say a friendly reminder to the room that a rabbit's paw can go for a pretty penny.
Kind of slows down her hands. Finishes casting it though.
Why don't
No,
you
he
say
doesn't.
it out loud instead of being a coward?
Vampire.
I knew it!
Listen, as I'm sending the message, it's just gonna say out loud, listen, I technically have a contract with Sham, so I'm trying to abide by both, but I'm not gonna tell him your name. And she looks at Wash. I'm not gonna tell him anything. I mean, I can say that one out loud. Yeah, he's pretty much telling the truth. He drinks and smokes and punches people and stuff.
I wasn't asking for a message. I was very, very satisfied with the way that we had our interaction just now.
Me too.
Oh, thank you.
See, it brought you back. Satisfaction.
Lights another cigarette indoors.
Doors, no!
So, this one. Tell me about you and your pup.
I'm just here to listen.
Ah, a listener. I feel like, at a point, you could be willing to give up a lot. Not that I'm asking you to, just formalities. Your name, your profession, what you're good at, intention.
I'm a contract hire.
Why don't you tell us yours?
Mine? Hiring agent, if you would, for the guild. They like to have people come in and help out when needed. And a lot of people, seen recently in Zabaria, especially the Birds, want to be adventurers. Few and far between, maybe, but a lot of them either end up divulging into crime or leaving. So, and we of course have the Blue Crow as a competitor. So, we like to bring in adventurers where we can. And back to you.
As I said, I'm a contract hire. That's about it.
So just a contract hire then.
Just a contract hire. So why are you bringing us with you? If I'm a contract hire, make your pitch. Sell yourself.
Sell myself. Well, looking for a group of people who I can maybe assign a couple jobs to.
Such as?
Stopping a crime lord. Find out who that crime lord's supplying to, because I have a investor of pretty high moral repute that wants to know who's interfering with their good God's loving citizens.
So what do you know about this crime lord?
Supplying something that makes people into muscle-bound freaks, maniacs.
And that's it?
I know there's a green liquid involved.
Any idea on location?
The Echochamber. Pocket in the third.
Terrance scoffs when he says green liquid.
Not this!
Bashar.
You know the name of this crime lord?
Vorano.
So what information are you even looking for if you have all this?
Details.
And if you know where he is, you know his name, you know what he looks like, you know what he's doing, why don't you just send someone to go find him?
Ooh, very fiery, aren't we?
This is probably the first time that everyone else sees it. When you say the word fiery, a little tuft of smoke comes out of the armor.
Oh, you're getting to her.
Sorry if I've pushed too far.
The energy in here is weird.
As like you feel like this kind of stop of the wheels. Looks like we're here. Ladies first, pointing to Shay.
That was quick.
Weird.
And everybody, you all exit. You walk out into basically what looks like kind of like this like pretty large road, full of like probably behind you it seems like there might be a marketplace. But in front of you is like this large manor that has all those sigils of the raven, clandestine in red fabrics around it, kind of looped by its one of its talons, and then like around its body that's like the sigil of the red raven. But it's like very large gated manor. Where the carriage kind of drops the carriage, and Sham just kind of goes up to the gates, and they kind of whoosh, get opened by what look like two types of guards. They do look like they're like hired vol multitude soldiers outside. And he kind of turns to you and says, "Formalities. It's all just formalities. Please come in."
I go in.
Yeah, I follow.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, as you walk in, it's a very, very lavish hall. There does seem to be like this like offshoot of an open antechamber where there's a tap room to the left that you do see there's like a quest board almost. And you see what look like small parties of like very interesting folk. Like probably like this like elvish cleric of a god that you probably don't know. Doesn't look like this is any of the Eventide, which remember the Eventide is Zaharis the sun, Quaidona the moon, and Benona the star, which is their second child. Because she was not bad like Benlodo, bad boy. Mm-hmm. But he kind of like quick passes that. As people kind of like walk by, can you make another wisdom check? 1, please and thank you.
So horribly.
It would still be an advantage.
Has anyone
reasons.
like rolled well at all so far?
I would like you to
Oh,
look
yeah,
at my
just
dice.
said
Shay, literally only Shay.
Yeah. I've been rolling some good ones.
You walk by this woman with dark black hair. She's like in tight black leathers, kind of like a pale face with a bit of freckles, and again, Déjà vu. You can't place it. She kind of just like looks at you and you walk by, and she like her eyes. She kind of like, and then she looks to Sham, and Sham just nods and keeps walking. Eventually leading you to what looks like this kind of like large study. Like this must have been a mansion of some type of noble at a point. But it's like this like large study that has books all across it, and it's like very lavish fireplace, and there's like big chairs that like it's like I've been reading my book in the fireplace like all night. Like and then what looks like a larger table that seems to have the sigil engraved into the wood that he kind of just like gestures you to sit down at. Anyone want to have a conversation?
Sure.
I have a question to start.
No.
Okay.
Why don't we do our conversation first? The four of you are left as Shay walks out the room with Sham.
Well, I'm just gonna look over to one. Like, so you happy with this choice?
I mean, gathered a lot of information already.
Everything that we already knew.
But it seems like he already knows the things that we're not supposed to tell people.
There's
you know?
something weird going on here.
Well, yeah. Well, listen, I'm not a fan of magic, but he seems to be able to learn too much without us saying anything.
It doesn't seem like it's magic. It seems like he already knows. So how?
I mean, he's an envoy for an adventuring guild that apparently has ties to a lot of places. And then magic.
You're a knock.
We're busy.
I don't care.
Why knock if you're just gonna come in?
Decency, formality, I don't know. And you watch as this woman kind of like opens up the door. Same woman that kind of like gave this, if anyone else clocked it other than Connie, but for Connie, the one I just described with the kind of like tight black leathers, long black hair. She kind of like comes to like the head of the table. Codex, right?
Yep.
My name is Maud. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What can you tell me about Vorano?
Me?
Yes.
I don't know if I'm supposed to tell you anything. I don't know who you are.
I work directly
really.
for Sean.
Okay. Well, I haven't met you, and Sham hasn't told me to tell anybody else anything.
I'm Maud, your Codex. We've met. Tell me.
And she kind of like looks at everybody else at the table. Seems a little uncomfortable. Her like one leg is like just obviously bouncing because she's nervous. I think I better wait for Sham to come back and tell me what I'm supposed to do.
Her eyes kind of like narrow.
You can't fault her for doing her job.
Do you always act like this, or is this just because it's me again? Oh. My bad.
No, say it again. What was that?
I'll come back when Sean's back. Feel free to
Wait,
explore the hall. The tap room's open.
Do you know each other? Do you know each other?
Do we know each other?
Apparently.
I'll probably actually be in the tap room in a bit myself. Feel free to have drinks, and I'll be free because this is a planned meeting. Though it was supposed to be with Eloxodon, an elf, and halfling, but I see there are not you three, plus another.
Yeah, they
Died.
They won't be coming.
She walks out.
Yeah. Sorry. Just
I just like can't get a read on the energy of this place. It's a little bit weird. Is anyone else picking that up?
yeah.
I'm gonna go get a drink.
You're gonna go to the tap room.
Alright.
Okay, I guess.
Like, wait for me.
Wait, guys, wait up.
Alrighty. So you go to the tap room. There's kind of like this really like jovial looking half orc behind, kind of like red clay skinned, with like white tattoos all over his body. Looks like he has like this like kind of like dark red, like not like his skin is like clay skin. He has like red hair that kind of like puffs out to the side at a point, like very like anime boy hair that came like bedhead. But he has one tusk that goes like up and out to the right a bit, and the other one that just goes kind of straight up. Seems pretty jovial. He's like, "Oh, we have new people. I see. What can I get you, or what do you need? Are you new recruits? Are you trying out adventuring for the first time, or like what is this?"
Just passing by.
We're here for a meeting.
Well, yeah, I was about to say, passing by doesn't usually happen here. But drink, ale, wine, mead, liquor. What do you need?
I'll take an ale.
One ale,
Just give me something strong.
liquor,
I'll take a mead.
mead.
Can I just get water?
Water, sure, not a worry. Name's
Wash.
Telemachus. Nice to meet you. It's
Nice
kind
to
of
meet you,
like, wow. You okay? Was that too strong?
No. You're fine.
Is that what you mean by something strong?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that was
I just have.
tossed it, but you didn't hit. You guys ever played skimball?
Can you flip a coin?
Yeah.
Call it heads or tails. What's the winning side?
Me to call? I'm flipping the coin and I'm calling it?
Yeah, pick a side.
Heads.
He knows who I am. I have Echoes of Victory, because I'm an athlete background, so he knows that I am a skimble player and he's a fan.
Wait a second. You're with, Big E, aren't you?
Yeah, oh, have you been to the skimble tournaments that we have?
I went one week with a couple nights, but yeah, nothing. Yeah, you fucking killed it.
Yeah, we're actually getting really good.
Who are you?
What?
You're just very interested.
They call it. They called you. I'm just gonna make something up. They called you Tie-Dye, right? That's like your name.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's fucking everyone. Wild fucking Tie-Dye.
I play. I guess you wouldn't come to them a lot, but yeah, we have big skimble tournaments at the local gym in Precinct 4, and I joined the team.
What the hell is skinball?
Who came up with that name?
It's not a good name.
Yeah, everyone thinks that.
been-
It's a great. It's a sport everyone loves.
Yeah, skimble is like I always pictured it kind of like a combination of basketball, soccer, and like maybe lacrosse.
Like handball.
but like a little bit more violent.
It's based. Yeah, it's basically those like combined with rugby. Oh, it also has like the fighting in hockey. Where people just like like for no reason, you're like Jesus Christ. And the difference is like the goals like literally like huge baskets that like can be like rolled across there. Like so if like it's a rectangular room, it's like the big basket that is the goal like can be like moved. Like people don't have to move it. Yeah, it's cool. Skinball. And it's called skinball because I was like pigskin.
Yeah,
it's kind of like
we've started something to try and change the name, but it hasn't really picked up much traction. So
it's kind of like this oblong oval, like
a
ball. Not like a football. It's rounder. Like it's like literally like
So like a rugby ball?
no, because the rugby still has like a little bit of point to it. It's literally like a fucking like big eclair. Like
I think an eclair makes a good picture for you.
Yeah.
skinball. I made it up. Sports. Fuck, that's crazy. I can't believe that's. Why are you here? Why? I thought you were a professional.
I work here. No. No, no. I just play it for fun on the weekends. I'm just an athlete for fun. But no, I have a job here now. I work here now, kind of.
Oh well, congratulations! I guess this is the celebratory
Thanks.
free drinks in the house. That's what Maud told me at least.
Yeah, who is Maud?
Oh, she's the envoy. Well, one of them, top envoy. To be honest, she kind of like finds people or like will be put in. She'll be the person to be put into place to help new adventurers, or she'll go around and kind of find people to house as like a new adventuring party. That's kind of like her MO. She works directly for Sham, so I mean, I guess we all do technically. So
Is Sham like in charge of this whole place?
he's the guildmaster.
Oh. That's why we're having the meeting.
Oh, well,
To like get
that,
filled
I mean,
in information.
going straight to the guildmaster is pretty good.
Yeah, I guess. So.
Codex, you must be real important for the guildmaster to come find you on the streets.
I don't know. Maybe.
Starts crying.
It might just be because the first mission didn't go as well publicly as it could have, I think. So maybe I don't know. Maybe.
I make my way over to Maud. With Maud's in the top room.
Yeah, she's probably just drinking like this small like whiskey.
I kind of like sit and like look to see if everybody else is like still talking.
Yeah, they're probably all talking to Telemachus, I assume.
I'm talking about skinball. So what?
So did you poison me? Is that why I can't remember anything?
No.
So why can't I remember anything?
I don't know.
How do you know me?
We've had a mission before.
We?
Yeah.
What did we do?
I don't remember. Well, I don't remember. I was informed.
So what were you informed of?
I don't know, you'd have to ask Sham, wouldn't you? It's not my liberty to say.
Fair enough. So I know Sham.
Sham knows you.
Well, yeah.
Fully. You gave it willingly. We all do.
I'm sorry, I'm just thinking through. I can't think of a reason why I would ever trust someone like that.
Apple's almond, that's why.
But why does he remember?
Because he's the guild leader.
But doesn't that break the trust? Means I won't give information again. He just remembers it. You know?
He does forget. He is honest when he when you share a drink with Sean, you share a drink with Sean honestly. Do you even remember what Apple's almond is?
No.
It's a drink that makes you forget. After first consumption, 2 hours later, you will forget the last day. He just takes notes. And then he reads the notes afterwards and burns them.
Do you know why this place is tied to the Vol Multitude at all?
It's a guild. Every guild, it's not necessarily tied to the Vol Multitude.
Yeah, but there are guards out front.
Welcome to guildhood. Do you know what his ties to the Vol Multitude? The Coup Conduit. And the Coup Conduit functions and handles guilds. Lesser guilds that are the Septum. The 7 head guilds of Zabaria. Vol Multitude being our military and the Coup Conduit being our unions and organisers. Being a lesser guild means
I know how the guilds work.
Right.
Just hoping that there'd be some severance, you know?
You really don't remember anything. Your memory got that wiped. I remember at least meeting you, and most of it until something. Sean didn't wipe your memories. I would tell you, but then all the eyes would be pointing and looking and watching for you. If you want to know so bad, why don't you ask your little devil? I'm sure she remembers. But maybe she's doing the same thing and trying to protect you.
I think with that, I step up and I walk out to try to find a place to myself.
Okay. What are we doing over at Skinball Talk?
So, okay,
Which I
wait, there are
honestly
multiple...
I honestly think you would be really good at skimball. I like.
Him, right?
Yeah, watch. Not you.
I was about to say that doesn't sound like you don't have the type of frame, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not really big into sports.
Are you big into violence?
A little, yeah.
And you're big into sports.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
High five!
I mean, at least skim.
Codex and telemarketer. High five!
Woo! No, I mean, there's different positions. So, I don't necessarily play one of the people that gets into a ton of fights. I'm more of a striker position. I just am going for the goal because I'm fast and I'm small. But someone like you could totally be a blocker or something that's kind of more in charge of just throwing people away from the ball.
Yeah, and you could be used as folder. You could get thrown.
Mm-hmm.
That's your only purpose.
I feel like you would be really good at that.
At being thrown?
Yeah.
You
Get
do
a
have
tight
throwable
spiral.
features.
You curl up, you could look like the skin ball. You have a lot of it.
I don't know if I like this conversation anymore.
This and one's talk were happening in tandem, right?
Yeah.
When one is walking out, can I follow?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So, what you could do as well, you could be a great cheerleader. So what they usually do is they have knives.
Honestly, they have knives?
I Fuck.
You're like,
I want to hear this.
They juggle them to the end.
so, okay, that's actually, I mean, at first I was like, cheerleader, that's a little offensive. Not offensive, but
Let me transfer out of this.
Star White.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, well, where do you go first?
I'm trying to find closet anywhere that's away, there's no one at. Yeah, I want to go back. I want to go back in the closet.
Go be gay somewhere else.
I'm tired of being so visible.
Yeah, you probably found like this small water closet, basically.
Do I notice that you're following?
I don't know, do you?
How obvious are you being? Are you trying to be sneaky?
No. But I'm not like...
That just
Actually,
plays
that's
me
perfect because I wanted to turn around and be like, actually, glad that you followed me. Can you keep watch for a second? Just make sure no one comes close.
V2 kind of just like...
You can keep watch too. Together.
Yeah, like what? You good?
Confused. She probably takes like her armor off, so like it's like person to person. And she kind of like looks a little frazzled. Probably this is like you've seen her frazzled, but like a little bit more than usual. I'm just really confused.
Is there anything we can help with?
It seems people know me here, but I don't know or remember them. So I'm gonna try to figure out something real quick.
Alright. I'll be here with your dog.
You know V2's name, Sweet Too.
Alright.
I go into this closet.
Okay.
And I start speaking in Infernal. And I'm going to, like, Chartreuse, can you... Like, I'm going to, like, put my hand to my back and say, can you hear me?
Love, it has been a while. How have you been? And you kind of see this of like green smoke appear as this woman appears in front of all of you. She kind of looks like she's wearing like this like business, like very formal wear, brown hair but green wings, like chartreuse colored skin, and green horns. Very like if a devil woman wore a business suit.
Hot.
Does the name The Red Raven click any synapses in your brain?
Other than the fact that we're already here.
Can I say for like just... It's the exact same room that I did in last time.
Sure.
That's what I was trying to figure out, I guess. I don't remember any of it.
I know.
And you didn't tell me?
I could tell you, but if I told you, you'd be followed again, like you were last time. 6 months ago. You don't remember that because of me, though. I took that one away.
And she's definitely getting like a little bit more panicked.
Calm down. You're okay. Breathe. Just breathe. I can try to explain to you in vagaries so that the eyes don't start watching you again. Because we still have our deal, right? And I need you to be working to do that deal.
Yeah, she's nodding along. Are we in danger being here?
In the guild or in the burg?
Both. Why both?
There's always danger in the burg, but in the Red Raven Adventuring Guild? I don't think so. They all seem like nice people. Secured. Smart. Good with secrets. But that won't stop her. She'll want to learn again.
And you're not going to tell me who because the eyes and...
Here's what I'll say. Because hopefully by that point, if you are going as well as you should be, as you are a very smart and intelligent girl who learns quickly and makes good use of the knowledge she gains, power will come where you don't have to step back, I think, from knowing this information. When you see a woman, pale, pink hair, no pupils, just a ring of purple in her eyes, she took your memories away. And tied to her is the probably most dangerous thing you'll ever encounter. Maybe not, who knows though. She kind of like puts her finger under your chin to like lift your chin up. It's It's always good to have someone to give you purpose, and I need you safe and healthy on your track so that we can... I mean, I guess it's not a deal, but our agreement sounds so egregious. Our partnership. I just want you safe.
Right. And did you find any more information on this? And I kind of pulled the armor off and put it back to her.
Not yet. I was thinking about visiting a few contacts I have in different planes, but I want to give it a while. I don't think these people are going to harm you. They might be right bastards, but I don't think they're harmful.
How much should I tell them?
Oh, everything.
Everything? Okay. I kind of peek the door open and whistle for V2 to come back in.
V2 kind of up to Wash and then into the room.
And I just kind of show him and be this is kind of the progress we're making right now.
I know, I've been watching. It's good. Very cute, very cute. Sounds like a motor. I'll say this. I think if you can get past this cheeky fucking bastardness, you might like Sean. He's smart. And you can probably help you get those memories back. If you really want them.
Understood. But thank you.
Of course, sweetie. I'm always here to help. Kind of just boops your nose, and then the puff of smoke is gone. And that's where we're going to end tonight. Yeah. Alright, we will return for us in 2 weeks, but we will return with the next episode to see what's going on with the Red Raven Adventuring Guild. Ooh.
The Table is Yours releases episodes in video and podcast format every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific. You can follow The Table is Yours everywhere by the handle @TTIYDND. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you at the table next time.